Balkan countries are the southeastern European countries starting from Slovenia in west and ending with Turkey in east. But what are the strongest Balkan countries in terms of military strength? In today's video, we rank the top 10 Balkan countries by their military strength. Let us begin. On number 10 on our list, we have the country of Alexander the Great and many other heroes, North Macedonia. Military personnel make up to 1% of the Macedonian population. North Macedonia has 20,500 military personnel, 8,000 of them being active and 5,000 of them being reserved. They also have 7,500 paramilitary personnel. This country does not have a navy as it is landlocked. They have a total number of 24 aircraft, which are 10 trainer aircraft, 10 helicopters, and 4 attack helicopters. In land forces, they have 31 tanks, 250 armored vehicles, 140 towed artilleries, and 24 rocket projectors. Coming up number 9, we have Bosnia and Herzegovina, land of many historical and natural landmarks. Bosnia and Herzegovina's military personnel make up to 0.3% of the population. They have 10,500 military personnel, all of them being active. Bosnia doesn't have a navy. They have the total number of 19 helicopters as aircraft. In land forces, they have 320 tanks, 400 armored vehicles, 57 self-propelled artilleries, 679 towed artilleries, and 143 rocket projectors. On 8th place on our list, we have the land of eagles, Albania. Albanian military personnel make up to 0.3% of the country's total population. They have 10,000 active military personnel as well as 500 paramilitary personnel. Albania has 26 patrol vessels protecting their seas. They have 19 helicopters as aircraft. As land forces, they have 470 armored vehicles. On number 7 on our list, we have the country of fairy tale-like castles, Slovenia. Slovenia's military personnel make up to 0.7% of the total population. There are 15,000 military personnel, half of them being active and 1,500 of them being reserved. They also have 6,000 paramilitary personnel. Slovenia has 2 patrol vessels patrolling around their coast. As aircraft, they have 22 trainer aircraft, 3 transport aircraft, and 12 helicopters. Also 44 tanks, 305 armored vehicles, 8 self-propelled artilleries and 18 towed artilleries serve as land forces. On 6th place on our list, we have the oldest settlement in the Balkans, Bulgaria. Bulgarian military personnel make up to 0.5% of the total Bulgarian population. 30,000 active and 3,000 reserve personnel serve the army of Bulgaria. Bulgarian Navy owns 4 frigates, 3 corvettes, and 12 mine warfare ships. As aircraft, Bulgaria has 13 fighter aircraft, 4 dedicated attack aircraft, 7 transport aircraft, 21 trainer aircraft, 22 helicopters, and 2 attack helicopters protecting their skies. In land forces, they have 210 tanks, 2,000 armored vehicles, 506 self-propelled artilleries, 350 towed artilleries, and 192 rocket projectors. On number 5 on our list, we have the Pearl of the Dalmatian Coast, Croatia. Croatian military personnel make up to 0.9% of the total population. They have the total number of 38,500 military personnel, 15,000 of them being active while 20,000 of them are reserved. They also have 3,000 paramilitary personnel. Croatian Navy has 11 patrol vessels and 1 mine warfare ship. Their air force owns 12 fighter aircraft, 26 trainer aircraft, and 37 helicopters. As land forces, they have 72 tanks, 650 armored vehicles, 24 self-propelled artilleries, 219 towed artilleries, and 105 rocket projectors. Coming in number 4, we have Serbia, the home country of Nikola Tesla. Military personnel of Serbia make up to 1.2% of the total population. They have 84,000 military personnel, 30,000 of them being active while 50,000 of them are reserved. They also have 4,000 paramilitary personnel. Serbia does not have a navy. Their aircraft are 6 fighter jets, 17 dedicated attack aircraft, 1 transport aircraft, 38 trainer aircraft, 51 helicopters, and 1 attack helicopter. As land forces, they own 304 tanks, 1,200 armored vehicles, 93 self-propelled artilleries, 144 towed artilleries, and 70 rocket projectors. On 3rd place on our list, we have the home of the Carpathian Mountains and Vlad the Impaler, Romania. Romanian military personnel make up to 0.8% of the total population. They have 180,000 military personnel, 70,000 of them being active while 50,000 of them are reserve personnel. They also have 60,000 paramilitary personnel. Romanian Navy owns 3 frigates, 7 corvettes, 3 patrol vessels, and 5 mine warfare ships. Their aircraft are 28 fighter jets, 11 transport aircraft, 42 trainer aircraft, 2 special mission aircraft, and 62 helicopters. As land forces, they have 675 tanks, 1,500 armored vehicles, 800 TOW artilleries, and 240 rocket projectors. On number 2 on our list, we have the birthplace of democracy and great philosophers, Greece. The Greek military personnel make up the 4% of the total population of Greece. They have 200,000 active personnel as well as 220,500 reserve personnel and 4,000 paramilitary personnel. Greek Navy has 13 frigates, 11 submarines, 35 patrol vessels, and 3 mine warfare ships. The Greek Air Force has 187 fighter jets, 15 transport aircraft, 144 trainer aircraft, 9 special mission aircraft, 270 helicopters, and 29 attack helicopters. As land forces, they have 1,344 tanks, 3,845 armored vehicles, 547 self-propelled artilleries, 463 TOW artilleries, and 152 rocket projectors. And finally, on the first place on our list, we have the land of mighty empires, the bridge between East and West, the one and only Turkey. Turkey, without a doubt, has the strongest military power in the region. Their military personnel make up the 1.1% of the total Turkish population. 895,000 active personnel serve the army, 355,000 of them being active, 380,000 of them being reserved. They also have 160,000 paramilitary personnel. Turkish Navy has 16 frigates, 10 corvettes, 12 submarines, 35 patrol vessels, and 11 mine warfare ships. Turkish Air Force owns 206 fighter jets, 80 transport aircraft, 273 trainer aircraft, 19 special mission aircraft, 7 tanker fleet, 471 helicopters, and 104 attack helicopters. As land forces, they own 3,045 tanks, 11,630 armored vehicles, 943 self-propelled artilleries, 1,200 TOW artilleries, and 407 rocket projectors.